Imagine walking through your backyard on a sunny summer day somewhere in the USA and brushing past tall, feathery caraway plants releasing a warm, spicy aroma that instantly makes you think of fresh rye bread, homemade sauerkraut, or a comforting bowl of soup. Those tiny brown seeds you harvest yourself are far more fragrant and flavorful than anything from the spice aisle, and the delicate white flowers add a lovely, airy beauty to your garden beds. If you've ever wanted to grow your own herbs for cooking but felt unsure about starting something beyond basic basil or mint, especially with Caraway's unique 2-year cycle and seed-focused harvest, you're exactly in the right place. Today we're diving deep into everything you need to know to grow caraway successfully from seed to harvest. Even if you're a complete beginner whose thumbs have never felt particularly green before, we'll walk through every step with clear, simple advice tailored for American gardens so you can enjoy fresh, homegrown caraway seeds and beautiful blooms right in your own yard. Stick with me, and by the end you'll feel confident and excited to add caraway to your herb garden this season. Growing caraway is one of the most satisfying choices for home gardeners across the United States because this biennial herb delivers both culinary value and ornamental charm while being surprisingly easy once you understand its simple needs. In its first year, caraway forms a lush rosette of feathery leaves that stays low to the ground, building strong roots. In the second year, it sends up tall, flowering stalks that can reach 2 to 3 feet, covered in delicate white umbel flowers that attract beneficial insects and pollinators. The real reward comes when those flowers turn into seed heads packed with aromatic caraway seeds perfect for baking, pickling, and seasoning. For beginners, the best part is how low maintenance caraway can be. It tolerates a wide range of conditions and actually improves your garden by drawing in helpful insects. Whether you garden in USDA Zone 4 with cold winters or Zone 9 with mild ones, caraway adapts well when given the right start and consistent care suited to your local climate. The journey begins with planting your caraway the smart way so your plants get off to a healthy start. Caraway is best direct seeded in the garden because it develops a long taproot that doesn't like to be disturbed. Sow seeds in early spring as soon as the soil can be worked, or in fall for a head start the following year. Choose a spot that receives full sun for at least 6 to 8 hours a day because caraway loves light and needs it for strong growth and good seed production. In very hot southern regions, a bit of afternoon shade can help prevent bolting too early, but overall brighter is better. Prepare your soil by loosening it 8 to 10 inches deep and mixing in plenty of compost for fertile, well-draining conditions. Caraway prefers a slightly alkaline to neutral pH between 6.5 and 7.5. Plant seeds about 1/4 inch deep and space them 6 to 12 inches apart in rows 12 to 18 inches apart. Cover lightly with soil, water gently, and keep the area consistently moist until germination, which usually takes 10 to 14 days. In cooler northern states, starting seeds indoors in early spring and transplanting carefully can give you a stronger first-year rosette. Once your caraway plants are established, success comes from providing the best light and temperature conditions that match American seasons. These plants thrive when daytime temperatures stay between 60 and 75 degrees Fahrenheit during active growth, though they can handle cooler springs and tolerate light frost once established. Full sun to partial shade works well. 6 to 8 hours of direct light encourages sturdy stems and abundant seed heads. In hotter southern summers, consistent moisture and a touch of afternoon shade help prevent the plants from bolting too quickly in the first year. Watch your plants closely. Healthy caraway leaves are bright green and feathery. Yellowing or stunted growth usually means they need better drainage or more consistent moisture. In the second year, the tall, flowering stalks emerge in late spring to early summer, producing flat-topped clusters of tiny white flowers that turn into aromatic seeds by late summer or early fall. The correct watering routine is essential for developing those strong, deep taproots that make caraway resilient and productive. These plants prefer even moisture but hate soggy soil, which can lead to root rot. Aim for about 1 inch of water per week, adjusting for rainfall. Delivered deeply at the base early in the morning so the foliage has time to dry. A soaker hose or gentle hand watering works well because it targets the roots without wetting the leaves excessively and inviting fungal issues. Once the plants are a few inches tall, spread a thin layer of organic mulch like straw or shredded leaves around the base. This helps retain soil moisture, keeps roots cool, and suppresses weeds. Check the soil every few days by pushing your finger an inch down. If it feels dry, it's time to water. You never let the soil dry out completely during the first year while the rosette is forming, and maintain steady moisture in the second year during flowering and seed development. In humid eastern states, focus on good drainage and airflow to avoid mildew, while in drier western regions you may need to water a bit more frequently, but always deeply to encourage those healthy taproots. Fertilizing and pruning your caraway is straightforward and helps promote lush growth without encouraging too much foliage at the expense of seeds. In the first year, a light application of balanced organic fertilizer or compost in spring is usually enough since caraway isn't a heavy feeder. In the second year, side dress lightly with compost or a low nitrogen fertilizer when the flowering stalks begin to emerge to support seed production. Avoid high nitrogen fertilizers as they can cause excessive leaf growth and weaker seed heads. Pruning is minimal but important for airflow and tidiness in the first year. Simply remove any yellow or damaged leaves from the rosette. In the second year, you can cut back spent flower stalks after seed heads have dried if you want to prevent self-seeding, or leave a few to drop seeds for next year's plants. Regular deadheading of early flowers in the second year can sometimes encourage a longer blooming period. But for seed harvest, allow the umbels to fully mature and turn brown before cutting. These easy steps keep your caraway healthy, upright, and focused on producing those fragrant seeds. Even the best gardeners sometimes face challenges with caraway, but most common problems have quick, beginner-friendly solutions. Poor germination or weak seedlings often come from planting too deep, cold soil. You're letting the ground dry out. Simply sow shallowly, wait for soil to warm, and maintain even moisture. Pests like aphids or carrot rust flies can occasionally appear on the feathery foliage. A strong spray of water knocks aphids off, while row covers early in the season help prevent flies. Encouraging beneficial insects like ladybugs provides natural control. On the disease side, powdery mildew or root rot can show up in humid conditions with poor airflow or soggy soil. Improve circulation by proper spacing water at the base only and ensure excellent drainage. Bolting in the first year from stress or heat is prevented by consistent moisture and avoiding transplant shock. If seed heads are small or sparse, it's often due to insufficient sun or nutrient imbalance. Give more light and a light compost side, dressing in the second spring. With these straightforward fixes, you'll troubleshoot confidently and enjoy a successful caraway patch no matter your local climate. Harvesting your caraway is the rewarding payoff after 2 seasons of care. In the second year, watch for the flat flower umbels to turn from white to green and then brown as the seeds ripen, usually in late summer to early fall. Cut the entire seed head when the seeds are fully brown and dry, but before they start shattering and dropping. Hang the heads upside down in a warm, dry, well-ventilated spot with a paper bag or tray underneath to catch the seeds as they fall. Once fully dry, rub the seeds gently from the heads and store them in airtight jars in a cool, dark place. You can also leave some seed heads in the garden to self-sow for future plants. Fresh caraway seeds add wonderful flavor to breads, cheeses, cabbage dishes, and roasted vegetables. After harvest, pull up the spent plants and compost them, leaving the area ready for rotation with other crops. Your caraway garden is now ready to reward you with beautiful feathery foliage, delicate white flowers, and those wonderfully aromatic homegrown seeds that elevate every meal. Now it's your turn. Head to your local garden center or order caraway seeds online suited to your USDA zone. Prepare a sunny spot with well-draining soil and start your own caraway plants this season. You'll add beauty and fragrance to your garden while enjoying fresh spices that taste far better than store-bought. Don't wait for the perfect moment. The best time to grow caraway is right now, right where you are. If you love learning about seasonal flowering plants, gardening tips, and nature care, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Nature Nurture Hub, your home for year-round garden inspiration. Let's keep growing together.